Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Lawyer Tina. I'm a lawyer in Ghana and I help to break down legal terms and things concerning the law in simple language, as simple as possible, so that everybody can understand. Today we are going to talk about powers of attorney or power of attorney. So what is a power of attorney? What time do you need a power of attorney? Who can give a power of attorney and for what purposes? And at what point would you be required at all costs to give a power of attorney to someone? What are some of the reasons that a court requests for a power of attorney? How can you revoke a power of attorney? And if you revoke it, what does that mean? There are so many questions concerning powers of attorney. I will use this very simple video to explain it to you. So, hey, if you are interested in something like this, please stay around. So the first thing is that what is a power of attorney? A power of attorney is just like a document or a letter which basically says that someone has given authority to another person to act on the person's behalf. So ordinarily, let's say lawyer Tina, I have someone who I want that person to do something on my behalf. You call the person an agent ordinarily. That's what we say in our language. He's my agent. He's my agent. How do you communicate to someone that this person is my agent? You have to prepare what we call the power of attorney and give it to this person you call the agent, so that wherever the agent goes, he will show the letter or the power of attorney that, oh, Latina has given me her power of attorney to do this and that on her behalf. That is basically what power of attorney is. Now, who can give a power of attorney and how is it given? So the law says that anybody who is of a sound mind, who is an adult, who can enter into a contract can make a power of attorney. So you need a sound mind. You should be mentally stable. You should be an adult to be able to enter into a contract. And then you should be able to understand the documents that you are preparing. That is it, the person who is making the power of attorney. So here, the person who is appointing the agent to act on her behalf. Now, how do you prepare? It's in a written form. If you're an ordinary person, you may not be able to do it, but it's always in a letter form. So the heading is power of attorney. Then you write, this person, I, lawyer Tina, from this day, I give power to this person, blah, 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 to do this on my behalf. Now, after you have written all of what you want the person to do for you, you, the person who is appointing the agent, will have to write your name and sign. As you are signing, there should be one witness there to see that you're actually signing the power of attorney. That person should see that you are signing the power of attorney. Don't call the person and say, oh, come and see my document and sign for me. No, you have to tell the person that, please, I want you to sign my power of attorney for me. The person must know exactly what you are preparing, must know exactly what they are signing to. So as you are signing, the witness should be there to see it. Please take note, the witness should not be the agent that you are appointing as your attorney. No. Don't let the same person you're appointing as your attorney be the one who will witness for you. That will be very wrong. Now, after you have signed it, and the witness has also signed that, oh, I have seen Lawyer Tina appointing Stella to be an attorney for her, then the witness has also signed. After that, you are not done. Immediately you are done signing, you have to send this document to the commissioner for oath. If you have been to the court before, we have commissioner for oath there. We also have court registrars who also have the powers to act as commissioner for oaths. If you go to any court premise and you ask, where is the commissioner for oath, you get someone there who will prepare that for you. Now take notes. If you are having your normal transaction and you want to be an agent, maybe you are going to buy a car, you want somebody to buy a car for you, you can prepare a power of attorney for you. Maybe you're outside the country and you want to give a power of attorney to someone to buy a house for you, you can prepare that outside of the country, but then you will have to get someone to sign there. It will be notarized before it will be respected by our laws. That is when you are outside the country. Make sure you have a witness outside of the country to do that for you. You can consult a lawyer in Ghana to prepare it for you, transfer it there, and then they'll go through all the processes and bring it back there. The power of attorney, which is prepared by someone who is outside the country, is special. It has a special way of preparing it. Although it's the same letter, it has to be notarized by someone who is prescribed to do that. So please take note so that you don't just let anyone at all prepare a power of attorney for you when you are outside the country. Seek professional advice because it is very important. I'll tell you quickly what will happen if you don't let someone do it proper for you. It has consequences. Now, there are some special things that you can never do in Ghana unless you have given a power of attorney to someone. If you are issuing a case against someone on behalf of somebody who is an adult, you have to show that you have a power of attorney from that person to do it. So let's say Lawyer Tina, I'm an adult, I have sound mind, I am in the country, maybe I'm in Kumasi, and I have a brother who is in Accra, and I want that brother to start a case against somebody for me. It may be land, it may be anything in the courts. I have to prepare a power of attorney and sign that, oh, from now on, I want my brother to go to court for me for this and that reason. If not, if your brother go to court and say, oh, I am Lawyer Tina's brother, I have come here, I'm going to court for my sister, without a power of attorney, the whole case will be wrong. It will not be respected by the courts. You can go on with your case till the very end, and the lawyer will come and cancel the case that you did not have a power of attorney when you started the case. So please take note of that. Now, if you want someone to sign a land document for you or to sell a land for you, the law requires that you have to give a written power of attorney. Give a power of attorney to that agent who you want to sell the land for you, or you want to sign your land document for you. You can't just say, oh, I've given an agent to do. No, you have to show in writing that I have given a power of attorney to this person. Now, if you have to go and withdraw from the bank, you have to withdraw your money from the bank, and maybe you cannot write, your hands, there's something wrong with your hands, or you are sick, you cannot go to the bank yourself. You have to prepare what we call a power of attorney for the person that you want to go and withdraw the money for you. Your bankers will have to come and confirm, but that is something that you have to do first. Now, we have different types of power of attorney. We have the special ones, that special one, and we have the general one. And then we have one that we call durable one. I'll come to that shortly. The special power of attorney just tells the agent that I want you to do this 1, 2, 3 specific things. You say specifically what you want the person to do. Oh, I want you to go and sell my land for me. I want you to go and take money from my wife for me. I want you to go and take money from the bank for me. Specific. So it is called special power of attorney. We have what we call the general power of attorney. The general power of attorney is quite broad. You can ask the person to conduct all your business affairs for you, all of your affairs, everything that you want, you ordinarily do, you want the person to do for you, or you want the person to be in charge of everything concerning you. It's large, it's broad, it's comprehensive. So the person can do basically everything for you. Everything. So because it is broad enough. So everything that you have the power to do, they can do for you. They can just sign for you. They can just do everything for you. So please take note of that. We have what we call the irrevocable power of attorney. What does that mean? It means that it cannot be revoked. The person who is appointing the agent cannot say, I have withdrawn the power of attorney, that I don't want you to be my power of attorney or my attorney again. It is irrevocable. What circumstances would warrant that you give a power of attorney which is irrevocable? What kind of power of attorneys will be deemed to be irrevocable? So usually a power of attorney which is irrevocable means that the agent has a particular interest in what he has to do. Maybe it is a house, and you and the person who is appointing you as an agent, you all have some interest in it. or the person says, I'm giving you this power of attorney to go and take this money from the bank and pay yourself that amount of money, you have an interest in that money. And so because of that, that power of attorney will be irrevocable until he tells the agent and the agent says, okay, I agree, you can revoke it or you can take back your power of attorney. So you cannot revoke it without the consent of the person. And you also cannot revoke it even up to the point that you die, even when you are dead, because that person has some interest in what he was supposed to do, some economic interest, some good interest in what he or she was supposed to do. That power of attorney will be deemed to be irrevocable until the agent himself says, I have agreed. Now you can take back your power of attorney. We have what we call the durable power of attorney. The durable power of attorney is basically going to say that even when I am incompetent or I'm sick or I'm in prison, I'm in lawful custody, you have the right to do this, and take care of me. It does not include when the person is of unsound mind or dead, no. But then, whilst maybe you are in prison or whilst you are sick and you are incapacitated and you cannot do anything, that person can actually act on your behalf in the things that you have stated in the power of attorney. Remember that it is the wording of the power of attorney which will indicate what the agent can do. So you have to be careful the things you write in the power of attorney. I want Lawyer Tina to do this, that for me. You have to read and be sure that that is exactly what you want the person to do. Because if you give them a lot of power in your power of attorney, they can actually do something with your power of attorney because you gave them those general powers to do it. So if you want them to do a specific thing, say it. Go and buy a land for me at Accra. That's all. Don't say go and buy a land for me and then do this and do general. No, be specific so that they don't go and withdraw your money and all of that saying that I have a power of attorney. Now, if you make a power of attorney, especially concerning land, you have to go to the land commission or the lands commission and register the power of attorney there. It is very important. Maybe you give a power of attorney to someone to go to court for your land case, to go to court for your court case. You have to go and stamp and register it in the lands commission. If not, it will not be recognized. Under what circumstances can a power of attorney be revoked? If you don't have the capacity to enter into a contract, means the power of attorney will have to be revoked. Now, if you don't have a sound mind, it's revoked. If you are dead, it is revoked. If you are bankrupt or insolvent, it means that the power of attorney will be revoked. Now, remember that when you register your power of attorney at the Lands Commission, Land Registry or the Lands Commission, immediately you revoke it, you have to write to the Lands Commissioner or the Land Registry that I have revoked the power of attorney that I gave to this person. If you don't do it, it means you have not given notice to the Lands Registrar. And remember that when it is registered at the Lands Commission, this person can sell your land and all of that, and you revoke it without informing the Lands Commission, it means the person still has power in the eyes of the Lands Registry that a person can actually sell your land. And they may sell your land even when you have revoked it. So please take note of that. Sometimes during the case, maybe you started a case on your own, but now you are traveling and you want someone to give evidence on your behalf. You have to prepare a power of attorney for that person to give evidence for you in court. If you don't do it and the person says, I'm coming to speak for this, maybe Lawyer Tina, I'm going to tell the court what Lawyer Tina says I should come and say. If you don't bring a power of attorney, the court doesn't know you. So before you can be able to come and represent someone in the box and give evidence for that person, you have to show that I have a power of attorney from that person to give that evidence. So please take note of that. Remember that if somebody has your power of attorney, they have the right to do so many things for you, and everything that they do for you, if it is seen that it is in the power of attorney, that you actually directed in the power of attorney that you can do that, you'll be liable for it. The person is your agent, you'll be liable for it. And so please take note of the things that you write in your power of attorney. Make sure you get a lawyer to guide you to prepare a proper power of attorney. If it has to be specific, a specific one. If it has to be a general one, a general one. so that the person who has the power of attorney will not have too much power to act and do things that you don't have to do, or the things that you do not want the person to, because everything that he does, you, the person who gave the power of attorney, will be liable for that. I know there may be questions, so I'll leave this here. Let me know what your questions are and I'll answer them. Until we meet again, kindly share with your friends and let us learn together. Have a very, very good time. Bye.